Marine Intelligence Officer Hal Kempfer is here, host of the Strat podcast, which covers strategic risk assessment issues. Welcome to you. It's so great to see you. Where is recruitment happening? That is one of the things to highlight here, because there have been some changes in strategy. Hal, you used to see military recruitment offices in strip malls, but they're recruiting in a lot more places than that now. I even think, a parent of high school kids, we're hearing about it through mailings of kids who are approaching 18.
Marnie, what you're seeing with all the recruiting is that they're going to wherever the pool of potential recruits is. You're seeing a lot more stuff being done online, social media. This is where people spend a lot of their time. So instead of that just traditional strip mall thing where someone walks in the door and starts asking questions, they're trying to get that message out there. And everything that you saw there, all those things, the education benefits. Interesting, J.D. Vance was actually a huge beneficiary of that. His time in service wasn't that long, but he used that GI Bill to propel him to where he is today, going to get his college degree. He went to law school, did a lot of things. So they're putting that message out. What can you get from this? And they're also trying to work with, this is something the Marine Corps has been doing a lot, is trying to work with two career couples. That's pretty norm. But with the military, with the movements and stuff, they're trying to work on the retention side as well.
Right. Fit, not fat is something that Secretary Hegseth said in his remarks during the cabinet meeting this week. And a barrier to recruitment has been the number of people who don't qualify physically to the requirements. Are those requirements where they should be? And how critical is that in the overall assessment of a person's readiness?
Well, what's kind of stunning is if you look at the pool of people within the recruiting range, only about 23% of those who come in without getting a waiver. It's really amazing. And a lot of it is fitness. Obesity is a huge problem. And then there's other problems too. And part of it, I think, is also our ability to diagnose medical problems with children is much more advanced than, say, it was 50 years ago or 80 years ago during World War II. So when they come in, they'll have identified things that they have to get a waiver for, whereas 50, 80 years ago, nobody knew what those things were. So there is another side of that, but they're trying to work on that. And interesting, Secretary Hegseth this morning was talking about actually kind of doing away with some of the waivers, like for schizophrenia and stuff like that, to basically make sure that those who come in can actually deploy.
Interesting. What would be your advice, Hal, for anyone considering joining one of the branches of the military?
Homework. Do your homework. Research. Look at everything in there. Look at travel. Look at and truth is, I've been all over the world. All right, thanks to the Department of Defense or thanks to the military, I've seen a lot of different, as we say in the Marine Corps, climes and places. Also look at the education benefits. The health benefits are absolutely superb. But there's just a lot of stuff that comes from it. Whether you stay for a short tour, 4 years, 6 years, whatever, or whether you make it a 30-year career, there's a lot of opportunities in there. And there's a lot of work. I want to go back to this. A lot of work trying to stabilize. It used to be you moved every 2 or 3 years. They're trying to get away from that because they realize it's so disruptive to two-career families, to kids in school, everything else. And a lot of times they look at it, why do we do that? We just do it because we do it. So, for example, the Commandant of the Marine Corps is looking at this saying, hey, why do we keep doing it this way? We don't have to. So do the homework.
Do the homework. Well, thanks for your service. Thank you for stopping by, Hal. It's great to see you.
Great to see you, Marnie.
All right, take care. A surprising new